The waste comes from this direction and mostly clogs the gutter and spreads, making the area unattractive.
There is a mosquito here. If it bites you and you see it, you might cry.
My child is suffering from malaria due to the mosquitoes.
There are people who go to hospital and they tell them that no, do you smoke, you have kidney problem and a whole lot of health conditions because of the way they are burning tires over there.
When you even burn them, the smoke that are coming from plastics contains some dioxins which can also be carcinogenic. It can cause cancer and other things.
The impact of plastic waste on communities in Africa, particularly in Ghana, is alarming. Plastic materials have taken over almost every space from urban centers to the most remote areas. The situation surrounding the Aboabo Pelele River is disturbing, with plastic bottles, sachets, polythene bags and other plastic materials scattered everywhere.
After
a downpour, this place is often taken over by plastic waste, and we don't have an alternative working place. We just have to bear the situation. When we try to burn the waste too, people complain.
We are concerned about the continuous dumping of waste here. Despite our complaints, nothing changes. There is a waste container nearby, but when parents send their children to dispose of waste, they often just dump it here and pocket the money. By the time you realize it, they have already run away. It's really troubling. Some even defecate and dump it here.
Tear Fund, a development agency operating in over 50 countries, including Ghana, reported that between 400,000 and 1 million people die annually worldwide from illnesses and diseases linked to rubbish that is dumped or burned near homes.
We've complained, but some stubborn individuals still burn waste here, causing health issues.
They charge a fee to dump the waste in the Zoom Lion container. Sometimes we don't have the money, so we have to burn the waste instead.
The growing problem of plastic pollution is adversely affecting the health of residents living around the Pelele River.
So and I don't mean to have a time problem. Malaria.
You can't sit here until 10 p.m. because of the mosquitoes. My child is sick with malaria. If I also fall ill, where will I find money for treatment? There are indeed many mosquitoes here. Whenever we go to the hospital, they say it's malaria. We appeal to NADMO to come and spray this area.
Mohammed Ibrahim, a health officer in the community, indicates that malaria and other diseases are on the rise due to this issue.
In a month, the number of malaria cases that do come to our outset exceed other conditions, because the people in the community, they do pour their waste in the gutters. So the gutters is always full, which leads to, they say, high rate of mosquito, because mosquitoes do breed in contaminated environments. This area, malaria, typhoid, and some STIs.
It clogs pipes.
Dr. Pearl Edunyako, a specialist at the Konfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital, believes that plastics clogging gutters provide breeding grounds for malaria-carrying mosquitoes, consequently increasing the incidence of malaria in these communities.
It clogs pipes and causes stagnation of water, which breeds insects like mosquitoes, which then leads to a proliferation of malaria-producing mosquitoes, which increase the chances of us getting malaria and becoming sick.
The World Health Organization reports more than 28,000 premature deaths each year in Ghana due to air pollution, with the burning of waste being a significant contributing factor. Around the Pelele River, plastic and other waste materials are often burned in the open without proper precautions. When I attempted to record a video of this practice, I was threatened by one of the individuals involved.
What is it for? It is for a project. Is it for a TV station? No. If you film me, you will find.
The smoke released into the air consistently affects the health of residents.
If you inhale the smoke, you will get sick. I took my child to the hospital because of the smoke.
According to Dr. Pearl Adunyako, the harmful gases released from burning plastic waste can lead to respiratory and lung-related health complications.
Sometimes we gather it and we decide that we will burn it. Then when we begin to burn it, what we are doing is converting it from one state of pollution to another state of pollution. Now we make the plastic become a source of air pollution. And when we talk about air pollution, it means that the integrity of the air we are breathing is what we are polluting. So the air now becomes laced with plastic particles, which have gone through fire. So we have liberated the molecules of the plastic or polythene and released hydrocarbons, which are the fine end products of the plastic we burned, into the environment. And these hydrocarbons, we know, if we do not breathe them in so that they go into our lungs and become a grounds for us to develop several chronic lung conditions, because when we breathe them in, they cannot come out, and then they now become located in our lungs. Our lung begins to fight it, and we have chronic inflammation. This inflammation affects our lungs and the quality of our breathing, and so we come down with various respiratory conditions.
Eugene Amu Asamoah, the Business Development and Communications Manager at the Kumasi Compost and Recycling Plant, warns that burning plastic waste can increase the risk of cancer.
Others also, in their bid to get rid of plastics, decide to burn plastics. But when that is done, harmful gases are released into the atmosphere, which also have an adverse effect on the health of people. A very close contact to these gases can give you cancer.
Because Mubarak Adamu, the assembly member for the community, also expresses concern about the situation.
Because of the smoke that they inhale over there, it has so many health implications. I know people who have been diagnosed of asthma, and as a result of those things, they have died. There are people who go to hospital and they tell them that no, do you smoke, you have kidney problem and a whole lot of health conditions.
Enforcement of regulations has been a significant challenge for local authorities. However, the assembly member notes that steps are being taken to apprehend and prosecute offenders with support from residents.
Enforcement is a major issue because you don't even have a task force, and sometimes you have to go there yourself. And when you go there and you speak to them and you want to engage the law enforcement, maybe by the time that they get there, it will be too late. Burning of ties, you can't wait like 5 hours, 4 hours. By the time that they will get there, the person might have already gotten whatever he wants and then he will leave. We know ourselves and we know those who are doing those things. What we normally do, I would tell them is that if someone is doing that, we shouldn't shield them. We should report so that the law will deal with them. If the law deals with one person, the others will stop.
But scientists and researchers are saying.
Dr. Jackson Adianyentechi, Ashanti Regional Director of the Environmental Protection Authority, stated the significant impact of plastic waste on residents and calls for behavior change to address the issue.
Some are saying that when you even burn them, the smoke that are coming from plastics contains some dioxins which can also be carcinogenic. It can cause cancer and other things.
According to data from Tier Fund, about 2 billion people worldwide lack access to proper waste collection or disposal services. Residents of Aboabo No. 1 face a significant challenge as the waste container available is too small to accommodate the volume of waste generated in the area. This situation compels some residents to use the Pelele River as an alternative dumping ground.
Already,
on June 15, 2018, Ghana's then President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo announced that work had begun on the silting the Pelele River and constructing major drains in the community through the Zongo Development Ministry.
The hard-working Honorable Alhaji Boniface Abubakar Siddiq has been busy about his mission. Development projects have started in many Zongo communities around the country. In Asawase in Kumasi, for example, we've started the process of desilting the Pelele River that runs through the community. We are also building major drains in the community to stop the perennial flooding that occurs in the area and cuts it off from the rest of Kumasi during the rainy season.
However, after his 8-year tenure, little has changed. If effective and practical solutions are not implemented, plastic waste will continue to engulf the area, leading to serious health ramifications. For Orange FM, I'm Fatal Bayaka, Aboabo.